And now, our feature presentation.
Yeah.
30 years ago was 1994. My bones hurt saying that.
As I just turn to dust and fade away.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your host with the most, Shaggy Black, alongside me, this my best friendo, Jose. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Shag. I'm like, Shag,
Dog, my brain broke because I can't say cantankerous.
Cantankerous.
Cantankerous. There it is.
Okay.
It's just another version of saying old.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm just like, huh?
No, my brain broke. Literally
Nice.
trying to pronounce that word. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Cinema Villains proudly bring to you another fantabulous episode of the podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, liking, subscribing, hitting that bell notification icon on YouTube if you're watching, downloading whatever podcast audio you're listening to. We definitely appreciate you taking the times out of your day to put us in your ear holes. Yeah, if you caught the opening of this on YouTube anyway, YouTube's exclusives because we like y'all. And for our for our audio listeners, we don't forget y'all. We got something special for y'all in tow mostly. We're covering a movie that happened to just turn 30 recently.
I'm old, Yusuke. What's the card? I didn't bring it with me just to put it. I'm old, Yusuke.
May of, I think, 1994's The Crow.
Hey, there we go.
Starring the legendary Brandon Lee. And a cavalcade of other people in this star-studded movie. Like, could we really call it star-studded? Is it mostly like people that are
a lot of character actors?
Yeah, there we go. That's
definitely
perfect.
Bunch of like really great character actors in this movie.
A lot of them. Mm-hmm. And Ernie Hudson.
That's mean. Ernie Hudson.
He's not a character actor. He's better than that.
So?
He's better than that. He's better than that. I would not count Ernie Hudson as a character actor. He is. He brings a certain je ne sais quoi.
You seen shit that'll turn you white.
Hey yo. Yeah, very just weird placement of that. Yeah, we decided to cover The Crow. It's one of the movies that we wanted to do kind of towards the fall, especially because there's a newer Crow movie dropping.
Yeah, well, like I think originally The Crow was coming out this month, was it not?
I thought it was. Yeah, it was actually June,
and then it got pushed to like August, I think.
Something. The dates were weird, but like it was supposed to come out, and
the remake. That is.
Yeah, the remake.
Starring Pennywise Skarsgård. I think it's Bill. Is it Bill?
Yeah, it's Bill.
Okay.
And it's just. I mean, kudos to him. I like Bill Skarsgård. I don't know if I care for that version of The Crow. And it's not just me being old and nostalgic. It's just mostly because nothing about that movie hits the same beats as the movie from 1994.
Yeah.
And with remakes and reboots and everything like that, you can either always cut and paste what you've done before and work. But sometimes people just want to get into their bag and do a lot of other unnecessary shit to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, granted, is the 1994 version, while The Crow is based on a comic book character, is the 1994 version based on the comic book, loosely based on the comic book.
Like
they took
a
liberties.
lot of liberties, yeah,
a lot of liberties with shit. They swapped some characters around, did some things, but it's just like, and when you see the newer Crow, they just did their own. It's like someone who heard of The Crow and never watched it.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, I wasn't even trying to shit on it. I was like, maybe the action could be good. But apparently test screenings have shitted on that movie already. So, oof.
Not looking good.
Nope. That was like what? That's Bill Skarsgård and FKA Twigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we decided to cover that movie around this time because, of course, it's 30th anniversary of it. Jose recently just got the 4K version of the movie, and of course, I got the digital code for that. So we watched it digitally and watched it then. Jose, before we dive into that, when's the last time have you seen this movie?
I see it almost. I don't want to say all the time, but whenever it's on, I'll leave it on and watch it because I love this movie. Huge fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, I like The Crow as well. This is the first time I've seen the actual Crow in years.
Yeah, I would say it's like almost a yearly watch, something like that.
I can't say that. I can't say, and it's not because I don't like it.
Right.
I don't own it for one, but now I do.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because I don't think this movie. Did this get a Blu-ray?
I think it did. No.
I think it got a Blu-ray, but it's been so long.
It definitely got a DVD release.
Yeah, it got DVD for sure.
I do remember the DVD release because I remember like that fucking shit was like black and white.
Yeah.
DVD box art. If you had the technical wizardry to throw that box art anywhere in here, that'd be dope. I remember like that, and I do remember it getting like a Blu-ray, but not like something you can find in a dollar bin Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's not like it wasn't like there's no special features.
No
shit like that. Yeah.
Nah. It was like these the play setup languages or whatever, like your basic bitch Blu-ray that you would have back in like the early days of Blu-ray. But yeah, like no special edition Blu-ray or nothing like that. Yeah, like it's been a minute. It's been a hot ass minute for me, like watching that fucking movie. And it still holds up.
Yeah,
still holds up.
Oh yeah.
I kind of want to lump this in to the Detroit Chronicles.
The Detroit Chronicles.
And because we covered this is, I don't know if this is our first Detroit movie. It can't be. I don't think it is.
I think it is. Actually.
If it is, then it's only right that we got to put the King of Detroit. We got to cover the King of Detroit really soon.
Oh, yeah,
That's,
very soon.
Alex Murphy.
Yeah.
A.K.A. RoboCop.
Yeah, the ultimate Detroit movie.
Yeah.
The ultimate Detroit experience.
I asked Jose this off camera, and I want to ask you guys, the audience, who got it worse? Alex Murphy of RoboCop or Eric Draven of The Crow?
Yeah.
And I want you to think about it. For those old enough to remember RoboCop, it fucked us up as if you watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
Because holy damn it.
You know, I watched it as a kid and it didn't fuck me up. That's a terrible thing because I was like, oh, it's cool. He's about to become RoboCop now.
Well, you knew.
But then as an adult, I'm like, oh, that is horrific.
Yeah, that is bad.
Like, oh, no.
I didn't see the beginning of RoboCop until I like got older. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I said, they blew him away. But this is right up there because of what happens. And no, I will not be going into detail because there are some things about that I do not want to discuss.
Right.
Trigger warning for those who are looking to watch the movie. If you haven't watched The Crow before, there is a trigger warning alert like we normally would like to do. And we've been doing it a lot lately.
Yeah.
Which is,
enough. Thanks, anime.
Yeah. Oof. Be careful of just certain things of abuse, like
assault.
There you go. Yeah. Sexual assault, and it rhymes with grape. So let's not. We won't delve on that a lot. But speaking of, damn, my legs out all on camera. But
well, at least you ain't ashy.
Boy, if I would, I mean, technically.
Let's find out.
Nah, boy, I get that shit out of here. Outside of that, this movie still holds up.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it. One thing me and you were talking about, but I guess before we hop into that, how do you remember watching this growing up as a kid?
I saw it in theaters.
Of course you did. It's been a minute since you came up. It's been a minute since we talked about a movie that you saw in theaters. I went
with my mom and one of her friends to see this movie.
Dog, it's been a hot minute since you said that.
Yeah, and
that's so
cool.
funny.
I was like, this movie's so fucking cool.
Yeah, no, this movie was this. And Donnie Darko, which didn't come out till later, was definitely like edgelord type of fucking material.
Yeah, well, this is 100%.
Oh yeah,
There's no Hot Topic without this movie.
no,
Like
absolutely not.
1000%. Yeah.
Shit, there's no Sting without this movie.
There is no Sting. There's no late '90s Sting.
There's no
Surfer Sting.
Surfer
still
Sting.
lives
Is that?
Yeah.
And I was a fan of Surfer Sting.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Surfer Sting. But like,
what would he have done without the Crow? Oh my God, he'd have to been like.
He probably would still been Surfer though, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't think of anything else.
Like, I can't think of anything else. He probably would have still been Surfer Sting. Because he started growing his hair out.
Yeah, and then he stopped dyeing it blonde.
Yeah, he stopped dyeing it blonde, but he was still doing the face paint. So he still would have had that.
Oh yeah, because he stopped being blonde for a while. Yeah, because he was dark haired and long dark haired, and he was still Surfer Sting.
Yeah, he's still Surfer Sting. He just had like the medium cut. Medium, his hair was growing out. But then he saw then watches the Crow once. I'm gonna make that my whole wrestling career.
Whole personality.
Yeah. He's like, man, nothing wrong with that either, because that was some good times.
Yeah, no, Crow Sting was the best Sting. Like,
but
we were just like, yeah.
I know you said, and before we started the show, you said straight up like, Sting said, no, I based my character off of
Kiss.
Off of Kiss.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to base my character off of Kiss. Well, like, what the fuck?
Then
because then you always heard Scott Hall giving interviews, and Scott Hall's like, no, man, I pitched the idea to Sting, like, hey, man, you want to be the Crow? Since you know you're gonna be like exacting justice on us, the NWO, you should be the fucking Crow, and if you notice, he was straight up the Crow for a while.
Yeah.
But then I guess maybe copyright reason or something.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He changed it up a little bit.
Yeah. But the crazy,
the whole little. Can I copy your homework? Yeah, just make it look different. Like,
hey,
yeah.
Yeah, that's like he steals your homework, but instead of just writing it how you wrote it, you just wrote it in cursive. It's the same shit. I bring that up to say this, because I could have believed him going like, yeah, I got that from Kiss, man. I'm a Kiss fan, because of just how he grew up, and Kiss was a thing when he was growing up. So okay, cool. That I believe that. Then I watched the Crow. I'm like, absolutely fucking not, because you took everything from that, and that's fine. Don't be mad.
Yeah.
Like, don't be
embrace it, man. That's the reason we call it Crow Sting.
Exactly. Like, dude, come on.
Better than Joe. He would have been Joker Sting. That's right.
Joker Sting didn't come until mad later.
He would have brought that out sooner.
Yeah. Like that. It was like, but that Joker Sting in TNA. That was fun.
It was fun, but it was still kind of weird.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird, but it was fun.
I feel like he's trying too hard at that point.
Yeah, no, he was.
Yeah.
He was. He was entertaining, but I'm like, Sting, calm down.
Like, Sting, just what are you doing?
Sting, you're 50. Calm down.
Go back to being Surfer Sting. He should have brought it back full circle. Dyed his hair blonde and everything. Got the cool flat top.
I got into the Crow. I didn't see it as a kid. However, of course, Shag has been an edgelord in his life.
Oh, yeah.
Still kind of has a little bit of edge
to
him. No Adam Copeland. When I tapped in and said, hey, man, you ever seen The Crow, bro? And I just watched it, and I'm just like, all my white friends thought it was cool. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. I was like, make this shit my personality.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, nah, they'll just think I'm copying Sting, and that's not fun. Or how we call them in the South, Stang.
Stang.
It's Stang, brother.
The man they call Stang.
Yeah, the man they call Stang, bro. That's what that is.
Like, for fuck's sake, your theme song is like another ripoff of The Crow. Just the violins.
Embrace that shit, man.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I didn't get into the movie until like much later. And then kind of watching it back. Of course, like you said, if it was being on like with TNT or TBS, I check it out every once and again. But like, since they're in the days of like no actual cable, I hadn't had the urge to watch it. But I'm glad we decided to watch it today, because I don't want to fucking remember the older shit back in. I don't want to remember the newer shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't want to remember the newer shit. That being said, we highly recommend The Crow. If you haven't watched it, please go watch that bitch. And you can wait. Hold on. Where can you watch that streaming?
I believe Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it is a Paramount movie.
Yeah,
it is a Paramount movie.
It is on Paramount Plus. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the Paramount Plus at the time of this recording.
At the time of this recording, yeah, Exorcist. Yeah.
At the time of this recording. You got anything else you wanted to add?
No, I guess.
I guess let's talk about it real quick.
Talk about the big elephant in the room?
Yeah. Let's let's just go on to this. This is Brandon Lee's last movie. I almost said his first and last movie, but I forgot he did something else.
No, he's been in a bunch of low budget stuff.
Yeah,
He's been in another movie we have to do at some point
Yeah,
called Showdown in Little Tokyo.
yeah, I remember
It's
that.
him, Dolph Lundgren, and the bad guy, cinema villain favorite, Kerry Tagawa. Shang
Oh
Tsung
hell
himself.
yeah! Why
is
have
the
we
main
not
bad
done
guy.
this yet?
Yeah, the main bad guy himself. He has the most suspect shit. He has the most suspect line in any action movie ever. Because him and because
Am I afraid to
they
ask
pull
what
up
it
on
is?
Dolph Lundgren. He's just naked, and because in that movie, Dolph Lundgren's just a huge weeb.
Yeah,
He has a Japanese style house. He's like, I was raised in Japan, so that's Dolph Lundgren in that movie. So he's like naked, taking like a hot spring shower or something, and like the bad guys pull up, and Brandon Lee like comes to warn him. So this man is just butt ass naked, and Brandon Lee just looks at him. He's like, "Hey man, you have the biggest dick I have ever seen in my life," and Dolph Lundgren is just like, "Thanks." I'm just like, why? I'm just like, okay. I'll just like pause the movie, contemplate turning that bitch off, and I'm like, no, let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it
Fam.
going.
like why would I was afraid
Yep.
to even ask what that scene was, and yet you just kept going.
I was
and
just
I'm
like, nope. If I heard it, you got to hear it too. I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna look up that clip later and just
God
show
damn
you.
it.
But other than that, this is a fun action movie. It's
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
it is. It definitely does. It definitely itches that edgelord itch
Yeah.
or scratch that you have,
Mhm.
like, or scratches the edgelord itch. There it is. That's it. That's the words that I had. But like, yeah, let's continue to talk about Brandon Lee. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is one of the things I did watch that I did remember about The Crow always, that Bruce Lee's only son
Yeah.
dies during the making of this movie.
Right.
Like right towards they were getting ready to wrap.
Mm-hmm.
It was like shooting the last scene, and rumor has it that there's a lot of conspiracy.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy theories because there's a lot of conspiracy theories around Bruce Lee's death.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, his family's cursed. They kind of play into it.
Yeah.
In that Bruce Lee biopic. I don't know if you ever saw. They kind of play
I
into
did.
that.
I fucking Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dragon.
I fucking had that as a kid too.
Yeah.
'cause
I
I
know.
fucking loved Bruce Lee.
Yeah. So there was a lot of stuff. In reality, it was just a fucking freak accident.
Yeah.
Because this isn't a union movie. Because back in the day, an independent movie. So
Yeah.
on a union set, you could get like the gun prop dude.
Yeah.
You could like literally before every take, hey, take the gun apart, make sure everything's good.
Yep.
This one, no. I mean, you could, but like no one's being that thorough, and
No.
they're saving money here and there.
Nah, and it's towards like wrapping the movie up. So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, this is the last few scenes we need to do.
Yeah. So what it was like it was a blank, but shit still gets fired even if it was a blank. So even though he emptied the thing, there was still a piece of shrapnel
Yeah.
in there, and unfortunately, when they went to shoot, the blank actually fired out that piece of shrapnel, and it unfortunately hit Brandon Lee right in the heart.
Yeah.
One of those like
freak action.
like if it had hit him anywhere else, that piece was so small he probably would have lived.
Yeah.
But the fact it got him like right in the fucking heart.
I think he definitely would have lived with how small it is, but it just like right in the heart fucking killed him, and it was unfortunate. Like that was the biggest things that I've heard.
Yeah.
Because didn't Brandon Lee also play his dad in The Dragon? Like, didn't he not do that first?
Which one? Like Brandon? I can't remember. No, I don't think he was. Well, I can't remember anymore. I haven't seen that movie in a minute.
I gotta look that up. I remember he was supposed to be doing that, and I just remember like, oh yeah, he fucking died in The Crow.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking that up, but
the good old Crow, and there's a whole episode about it. If you have Shudder, that Cursed Films, there's an entire episode dedicated to this movie and the shit that happened.
Jason Scott Lee. No. That's not okay, yeah. That's not no, that's not that's the wrong Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Scott Lee is not related to Bruce Lee. Wow, I dropped the ball there.
You sure did. What the fuck?
Shut up, Jose. But yeah, no. And it was just I remember just hearing that shit as a kid, man, or at least a teenager, and that shit kind of like I was like, damn, dude, I didn't understand what that shit was.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, damn, I'm gonna watch that movie now, and it was just like, okay, fuck, like cool, like but now like watching as an adult, I'm like, damn, man, what would have happened? Because this movie was good enough for Brandon Lee to go out and do more action movies.
Oh, dude, he would have blew up
Yeah.
after this movie because like everyone praised the fuck out of him when this movie came out. I was like, yo, Brandon Lee was amazing
Yeah,
and stuff. So yeah, it's just
it was unfortunate. Yeah, it was super unfortunate. Not a big fan. Yeah, it just sucked. It just
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, because according to this, he was done with mostly anything. He just still had 3 more days to shoot.
Mm-hmm. It was literally about to wrap shit up, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. What else was I gonna say? How did you feel hearing about that when you were growing up?
As a kid, I guess it was sad. It didn't hit me
Yeah,
that much because like, oh man, that kind of sucks. Because at first you hear like, oh, it's Brandon Lee's kid. Oh, that's cool. And then you hear like, oh wait, he dies during this movie.
you mean Bruce Lee's kid?
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
I don't want to hear it. Anyway,
We're recording, brother.
it doesn't matter. The Mandela effect got you already. It's okay. Remember, I can edit this video. There's no way I can do. I use that robotic ass voice, Bruce Lee's. Like, what are you talking about, Sam? I said it.
That was funny as fuck. What do you mean? That's what I said.
Go back and watch the tape, Shag. It's just like Bruce Lee's. Yes.
Oh man. Yeah, it was. I guess because growing in a household, we were we're not super young.
Yeah.
Like we were what, 9 and 10? No.
Yeah, 90 not 9.
Yeah, about 9,
Yeah.
8, 9.
8, 9, yep.
Like we weren't super like when that movie dropped, and as we got older, it'd be like and then people started talking more about it. So it works out around that time, man. But super enjoyed this movie.
Yeah,
Still holds up. And do we want to cover anything else?
No, that's
Did
it.
we
Just,
want to go into the conspiracy about that shit at all? Or?
Nah, we don't have to because it was just like, hey,
Yeah.
man, it was the Japanese, no, not the triads, essentially. I guess the Chinese mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were apparently responsible for Bruce Lee's death.
Yeah.
And then, eventually got Brandon Lee's too, just to make sure the bloodline don't continue. But
then
it's
you
weird.
left the fucking daughter alive.
Yeah, but it's so weird. And then, not to mention, if according to that movie, he's just cursed by some demon.
Yeah.
Because, like, in that movie, he actually beats the demon. It's so weird.
It's so. I remember it was like, damn, I call that demon alcoholism.
Right.
I was like, what?
Yeah, and here's just a crazy fact. His stunt double, one Chad Stowski, he just used to finish his. They
just kind of.
And if that name sounds familiar, that guy will later go on to be what's his name? Keanu Reeves' stunt double in The Matrix.
Nice.
Who would later on go become the director of John Wick?
John Wick. Hey.
Well, actually, no, all the John Wick movies.
Yeah, no, he did all of them. He did all of them.
Yeah, so there you go.
I was waiting for you to say some shit like, he grew up to be Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
He grew up to be Donald Trump. That's who.
Although, so O'Barr, what's his name? James O'Barr, right? Author of this comic. Here's kind of a sad thing. Like, he wrote that comic because he was depressed as fuck. He just lost his fiance in like a drunk driving accident.
Yeah.
And he said he later remarked that losing Lee was like losing his fiance all over again, and now he regretted writing the comic in the first place because it's like, well, damn, I don't write the comic, this movie don't get made. Brandon Lee's still alive to this day, so it's kind of one of those things. But
that's that. Oof, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, but his movie doesn't. The comic book was great. The movie was good.
Yeah. Have you read the comic?
Loose bits. Like
Okay.
I've
I have not. I always wanted to, but I never picked it up.
I'll say this. Shout out to Comic Book Fiend Club I'm in. Since the remake's announcement, a lot of comic fans are pissed. Like always.
Right.
But then they were one of my homies was showing me like mostly the comics and shit, and I'm like, oh damn. Let me fucking kind of read the similarities and see what's been doing. I'll watch it on YouTube and kind of watch stuff. So I watched it, and now it's out of my algorithm. But like, I was trying to keep up on it, and I saw the different similarities. Like, you mentioned this, and I had forgot about it. But like, T-Bird and Top Dollar are swapped in the movie.
Yeah.
In the comic book, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things, like just with the liberties taken, I guess. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of, that's actually perfect transition. The villain in this movie, Top Dollar, which is played by, let me go back.
Let him go back.
I had everything here, and then I lost it all. I lost it all.
Yeah, I got you. Got it, buddy. You ready? Or,
I was. Here we go. Michael Wincott
hey, there we go.
is top dollar, and that if you don't know who that man is, you probably heard of his if you don't know his name, you probably Google him and you'll know his voice. You'll know his face, and if you listen to him, you'll know his voice.
He has a very distinctive voice. That
Yeah,
shit
he is.
dope.
He's been in a lot of fucking movies and video games, and also theater.
Yeah, I remember marking out because he pops up in Nope. Jordan Peele's Nope. He's that
Yeah.
random director that
Yeah.
you pull up.
Yeah, exactly. There you
I
go.
start hearing him talking. I'm like, hold up. I was like, hold up. His voice. I had to look over. I'll go over to Kim.
Yep.
Like,
He's Antler's host
yeah. I was
in
like,
Nope.
I think that's the bad guy from The Crow.
It was.
And we just keep hearing his voice. We're like, no, that 100% is.
Yeah,
Like,
he's the great. That motherfucker
yeah.
is
Yeah,
fantastic.
he is.
Like he knows how to play a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because you remember like you told me he was in Three Musketeers. He was in that before The
He has a
Crow.
cool eye patch. I'm like, hey, let's go.
He was in Basquiat. He was in Alien Resurrection.
Yep.
Along Came a Spider. The Count of Monte Cristo. That is what I was fucking confusing.
Okay, yeah.
That is what I was confusing fucking Three Musketeers for.
Okay, bet.
I was like, damn, not the martial arts one, right? But like,
I was like, no,
Count of Monte Cristo, bro. Like, cause I fucking remember that. He was also a voice in Treasure Planet, Disney's Treasure Planet.
Nice.
And he was in like fucking like Hitchcock and Forsaken, and then the Ghost in the Shell fucking remake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was in a lot of shit, man. Oh, also he was in that fucking Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Good old Prince of Thieves. Which will we do one day? Here's the problem. Robin Hood Men in Tights is infinitely better than
Yes.
Robin Hood Men in.
And fucking the Disney Robin Hood is better than that one.
Yeah, like that movie is just. But it just sucks because the villains are so great because it's him and Alan Rickman.
Yeah, it's a fucking Alan. But we have so many Alan Rickman movies we could pick.
The whole.
If we're gonna fucking have him be a villain. Shit, we could do a Harry Potter movie and pretend he's the villain in that.
Oh shit! Just fucking.
Yeah. He also was in Halo 2. As well. He's done like a lot of voices. Been in some TV shows too, dog. Yeah, like I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, video games. He was in fucking Treasure Planet, the video game, Halo 2, The Syndicate. I fucking forgot. He was in Darksiders too.
Oh hey.
You know who he was in Darksiders?
Is he not dead?
Yes, he's dead.
That's right. Oh
He was
shit! I
dead.
was like, wait a minute.
That's what I was like. No, I know I heard that voice before.
Yeah.
I fucking heard that voice before. I was like, nah, that fucking sounds familiar. And then like Halo 2, The Prophet of Truth. I understand that, but like Death, I was like, as soon as I saw Darksiders, oh, he was. I got hyped. Yeah, he's had a hell of a career, and I'm glad he's still with us.
He's great. Yep. Uh-huh.
He's great. Like I liked him in this movie, and there's I liked him as a character. Period. Like and when he's in a movie, I know it's gonna be.
Yeah.
He has a.
He's not going to be the worst part of the movie.
No, he is. You know what he is? He brings a thespian type fucking role to any
which
role.
makes sense because he's one of those classically trained like theater.
Yeah, he's like he's theater act. He's a theater actor, and he fucking brings that like that whole fucking like regalness to whatever role he's playing. And hopefully it's the main bad guy in the movie. But we'll go over the character.
He went to Juilliard. That's how you know he's great. I always think of Beetlejuice. Oh yes, I graduated from Juilliard.
Yes, I went to Juilliard. Yeah.
I see The Exorcist 167 times. It keeps getting funnier
every time I see it.
Not to mention I'm talking to a dead man. Now, what do you think? Am I qualified?
Oh, I can't wait to do Beetlejuice.
I can't wait to. That's coming later on this year. Yeah. Don't worry, we promise. But
that's fucking spooky season, bro.
Yeah, that's spooky. No, well, no, probably before.
Yeah, before spooky season.
Do for the remake.
Yeah,
not remake, the sequel.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That shit just gets me. That fucking line is goated.
Yeah.
Like that's we ain't even got to talk about it. You already know that's the opening. That's the. Because he starts off all calm and then he just starts losing his shit.
Oh fuck, that shit is great. Oh, I gotta collect my poster. Okay. Whew. All right. Top dollar from The Crow. Tail of the Tape, actually presented to you by You can't see it on the camera because it's gonna be backwards. But
No, it'll be forwarded once this thing.
it'll forwarded.
Yeah, remember it flips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah. What are you talking about,
Not
bro?
not look for me. This is brought to you by maybe next year. Clothing line. If you like sports, I am wearing a Jalen Brunson King of New York shirt.
There you go.
The link in the description will be down below. And if you like sporting things, if you like sports in general, and you like soft, comfortable clothes, like this shirt is fantastic material. You can go down to hit the link in the bottom of this video and look at the shirts. Like, hey, cover any type of sports things. If you don't like sports, cool. But if you like cool shirts, they're there as well. Let's go down here. But full name is unknown because they only just go by fucking
Top dollar.
No, they go
They
by
they don't even call him that in the movie. Actually, I don't think, right?
They actually, I think the police fucking says it once,
Okay.
but after that, we were watching with subtitles on,
Yeah.
and they just every time his name popped up was that. But full name unknown, alias Top Dollar, and that's what I was trying to say. Fucking like Eric Draven sits there and says like, oh Peter, like fucking Peter Pan pirate names,
Yeah.
like just no real names,
jolly pirate names.
yeah, jolly pirate names and shit. So, origin obviously is from The Crow. Occupation crime lord. Now, since we're covering the movie, I think this might cover some of the things in the comics.
Okay.
But it's gonna be a couple of things. Powers and skills. Proficient knowledge on controlling through intimidation, leadership, swordsmanship, marksmanship, combat prowess, and charisma. Yeah, no, this he was 1000%. This role was meant for him.
Yeah,
like this role was definitely meant for him. Hobby: engineering hedonistic mayhem in the city he reigns, antagonizing Eric Draven. His goals is to kill Eric Draven after he returns to life and steal his newfound power, which he failed.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. His crimes: mass murder, kidnapping, racketeering, torture, arson, drug trafficking, incest, and vandalism.
What was that, Shag? Are you okay? I think you coughed through a word.
Alabamanism.
Alabamanism. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Alabama listeners.
Yeah, you're right. We lost all of them. Vandalism and
he's into he's a Targaryen, if you know what you mean. He's into
keep it in the family for a particular reason. The type of villain he is a nasty bitch.
God damn.
Anarchistic crime lord.
There you go. I'm gonna need you to chaos. That's what you said. No,
that's what he is.
Yeah,
that's what he is. But Jose, of course, I got to help you out here. Can you get these lovely people the tale of the tape?
The synopsis?
Synopsis. Yep, that is exactly what that is.
I'll give you the synopsis for The Crow, 1994. A man brutally murdered comes back to life as an undead avenger of his and his fiance's murder.
Are we talking Captain America, Iron Man, Thor?
Fuck yeah!
You say Avenger.
He's more like Ghost Rider.
He definitely is Ghost Rider.
He got some pin and stare, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, he's got. Oh yeah, no, pin and touch, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
no, I can't think of Ghost. I can't take Ghost Rider serious ever since I seen that clip where he just bodies Galactus free because it's from the Fantastic Four cartoon.
Oh,
that motherfucker pulls up on his bike, just cutting a promo,
bro.
on Galactus, and Galactus like, "Be gone, demon!" Like, what the fuck? I got time for you.
Who asked you to be here?
He's like, whose man is this? And he just gets pin and stared and gets bodied, and he's like, "My job is done." And he just takes off.
Like, where is he going? There's no streets in space. The Crow released on May 13th, 1994, with a runtime of 102 minutes. Obviously in the United States. This was directed by Alex Proyas.
Shout out to Alex Proyas. I think he's really only got this movie in Dark City. You ever seen Dark City?
Yeah, I remember Dark City.
Yeah, that's
fucked me. It was weird.
Yeah,
as a kid, anyway, it was weird.
Yeah.
I should go back and watch it now.
Yeah, it's one of those things I have to revisit it.
I gotta revisit because it wasn't bad. It was just weird as a kid.
Yeah.
This movie starring Brandon Lee, rest in peace, is Eric Draven / The Crow. Rochelle Davis is Sarah Moore. Sarah Moore. Ernie Hudson is Sergeant Daryl Albright. Michael Wincock as Top Dollar. Bai Ling is Micah. Sophie Shinus as Shelley Webster. Anna Levine as Darla Moore. David Patrick Kelly.
Hey.
Cinema Villains staple.
Yeah, villain.
This is the third movie we've done with him.
Yeah, Commando, John Wick. Now this one.
Yeah,
we still haven't done the main one.
His main one. David Patrick Kelly is T-Bird. Angel David is Skank. Lawrence Mason is Tintin. Michael Massey is Funboy. Tony Taj is Grange.
Hey,
our first Tony Todd
movie, y'all.
with hair, bro. It fucks with me.
Does he not have hair?
He has hair. He has hair in Candyman.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
But like, still, it's weird.
Shag was like, "Yo, my boy looks like Wesley in this movie."
He do. He look like a tall ass Wesley Snipes. Like if Wesley Snipes was a Pokemon, that's what he would evolve to.
Just fucking. Oh God.
I hate myself. John Polito is Gideon.
Hey, not Joe Pesci.
Not Joe Pesci.
Damn. Fuck, I forgot Mario's name.
That's Wario.
Bob Hoskins.
Yeah, not Bob Hoskins. This is
that
Wario.
motherfucker be Wario.
He's Wario for real.
Movie fucking. They'd have made a sequel to that motherfucker.
Bill Raymond as Mickey and Marco Rodriguez as Detective Torres.
Was he detective?
Yeah,
if he's a detective, why was he such a dick? It's like, fuck off, dude. You're not my captain.
No, but like detectives have like motherfuckers on the beat.
Oh, okay.
Like Ernie Hudson's character, got busted down, got demoted. Yeah. So like at that point, he's just a beat cop.
Okay.
So
detectives got.
Yeah, he's got he pulled rank. Yeah. He can pull rank.
Bet.
And like I'm gonna read this clip here. Michael Berryman filmed scenes as the Skull Cowboy, Eric's spirit guide, but his scenes were cut from the finished film. And Chad Stahelski was Brandon Lee's stunt double in several scenes, which we've already mentioned.
Yeah, that's right, Michael Berryman. Because in the comic, there's like a Skull Cowboy, almost his Skull Knight. That is berserk. There's a Skull Cowboy.
Can you imagine
the fucking Skull Knight? Like, stand back, Eric. I'm just gonna fucking kill everyone. It's like, oh, cool, thanks, guy.
He's like, well, what is it? You're supposed to do this.
It's like, no, but I'm pissed, and I'm gonna get him first.
Like, I'm gonna get.
The God Hand is in there. What are you talking? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He said, what do you mean, God Hand?
It's just like, oh, I'm in the wrong show. My bad.
You know, everything's wrestling. Everything's berserk at this point. Everything's berserk at this point. Like, fuck it. I can find a berserk reference in everything now. Fuck it.
That's like, hey, why are you back to life? Well, back in the day, these people came into my fucking room and an eclipse. An eclipse happened.
Like
what? No, it was Halloween. What
are you talking about? I mean, yeah, I think there was a lunar eclipse. I don't know.
Good enough for me. Let's go. The God Hand. We must get him. Fucking Skull Knight just put on this armor and just.
You know that we only make jokes that a third of our audience only knows.
Miles is laughing his ass off.
Yeah, we're fucking cracking
That is about it. Miles and Corey.
Him and those two are like the only people.
Yep. Everyone else is like,
what the fuck are they on?
Why do they keep talking about Berserk? I think you should read it. Let me tell you that right now.
Do yourself a favor. Pick that shit up.
If you wanna listen to me. If you wanna reach and read peak fiction, not just peak fiction, start reading Berserk. That's all I gotta say.
Do it.
Anyway. Yeah, he's supposed to, but apparently, it just didn't fit with the movie.
I mean, I think they're doing that in the fucking New Crow.
Well, that'd be cool, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense.
It's Michael Berryman. Shout out to Michael Berryman.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
this would have been our first Michael Berryman. Wait, no. I think so, because I don't think we've done a movie with Michael Berryman. No, because we haven't done The Guyver.
No.
Haven't done The Hills Have Eyes.
No. Hold on. Let me look. Because real quick. Yeah, he passed away, didn't he? No, he's still alive.
No, he's still alive. Yeah.
Okay. Michael Berryman. Films. Hills Have Eyes. We haven't done Weird Science either.
Fuck, I forgot he's a Weird Science. Holy hell.
Star Trek, Evil Spirits, Guyver, Beastmaster.
No, we haven't done Beastmaster either.
Beastmaster 2.
We haven't done Beastmaster 2 either, dog. What are you talking about? We ain't done
I
one
know,
or two.
I know.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, yeah.
We did do it. I knew.
Did we? What was it?
Double Dragon.
Fucking God, he's in that movie. That's right. Why?
Yeah, he's in Double Dragon. He was in Double Dragon. Oh, you poor bastard.
Shag, I hate it here. This is my eclipse. Fucking Double Dragon. God damn it.
He's like, fuck this movie. No, okay, yeah.
It haunts me to this day.
Oh, that's what you get, bitch. It's making me fucking go through Venom. Go to hell.
Venom's way more entertaining.
No, the fuck it is not. It's the same shit. One has David Cascos in it.
How dare you, Mark the Cascos?
Fuck it. Yeah,
How dare you?
I'm just like, yeah,
you get
you're
that
right.
beautiful man's name
You're
right.
I'm fucked up, man. My bad. I'm having too much fun. Speaking of fun, Jose?
I don't know why they made me think of. You remember Coolio is supposed to be Scarecrow and Batman and Robin?
Yeah, I do.
That's just so. I don't know why I started thinking of
the
that.
random shit ever.
Because I guess because Michael gangs, because of Double Dragon, he's in that gang. Yeah, he's supposed to be.
Stalled enough. Time to play your favorite fucking game.
Oh shit, I forgot about this. Yeah, let's go.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It really has.
It's been like 2 months, dog.
Yeah, it really has. Because we haven't fucking
for anime and then Venom. You were just so pissed.
I was like, nope. I don't want to play.
Okay, let's go. You know what? That's been a good enough break. I'm ready.
Word.
Good old,
this might be one of the easier fucking ones.
Good old bop it or flop it. Bop it. Flop it.
Bop or Flop is recorded in front of a live studio audience of cockroaches.
God damn it, Shag. What the fuck?
I do not live like that.
I was going to say, brother, you putting that on the internet.
Hey. Motherfucker, leave me alone. All right. So, Jose, my friend, The Crow has a budget of $23 million.
Okay.
Was this a bop or flop? And what was the box office take home?
This 100% was a bop.
Yeah.
No easy,
No, this might be super easy for you.
So, with not only was it a great movie, but, just due to the news, I don't want to say the hype because that's not hype at all, but the news of
the unfortunate.
Yeah, Brandon Lee's passing, everyone wanted to see.
Yeah.
So double, what was it, 23?
It's 23.
Double would be 40. I think it made more than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 90, so trying not to be too big a blockbuster, but I'll say
I'll give you this. I'll give you a hint since we've been back.
Yeah.
It's under 100 million.
Okay, good. I was gonna say 85.
85?
I'll say it hit quadruple.
Quadruple?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
See.
All right. So, The Crow, 1994. With a whopping total of $23 million that it cost to make this movie. It was indeed a certified bop, bringing home a total of $94 million.
Damn, that was. And I almost guessed 92, but I was like, no, let me
You were
say,
close, but I had to rein you because I saw that twinkle in your eye.
I did not want to go over 100 million.
Yeah, I saw that twinkle in your eye. I was like, if I go 100, this would have been crazy.
Right.
So I said, let me tell you, it did not make 100 million. So I wanted to bring that down so you can be like, okay, cool. So you can rest that brain of yours.
Yeah, because this was during the time where the indie movies, 94 was really the beginning of when indie movies started taking over, like the Quentin Tarantino shit.
Yeah, it was roughly around.
Miramax was really
Miramax was on top. And this was a Miramax movie.
Yeah, exactly. So
this was a Miramax movie. So it was
Hollywood didn't know what people wanted at this time.
No.
They were just like,
we're just putting shit out.
Yeah.
We're throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, exactly.
And they had a lot of shit to stick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they struck lightning with this one.
Yeah.
Due to the unfortunate. And it's crazy because this movie could have sucked.
Right.
And still made decent amount of money. It would have still made more than it was worth.
Yeah, just because people were like,
because unfortunately, what happened to Brandon Lee, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, no, this was fucking good, and people just kept going.
Yeah.
It's got an 85 on Rotten Tomatoes as of now.
Yeah.
So, how I went over the cast. Yeah, man.
Well, Bobber Flop,
Yeah, it's time, baby.
it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we here at Cinema Villains, we get our plot summaries from the good old Wikipedias. So if something's incorrect, fuck them, not us. Shaggy, here we go! We had plenty of time to read us. No, no joking. Okay, on Devil's Night, in a crime-ravaged and decrepit Detroit, a young woman, Shelley Webster, is assaulted and seriously wounded while her rock musician fiance, Eric Draven, is shot and thrown to his death from a window in their loft apartment. Police Sergeant Daryl Albright accompanies Shelley to the hospital, but she eventually dies from her injuries. A narration states the legend of a crow that carries the souls to the land of the dead. But if the person died under tragic circumstances, the crow can resurrect their restless spirits to set things right. So yeah, that's basically how the movie starts.
Yeah, it's okay. Watching this in 4K, my first thing was like, oh my god, this is not it.
Yeah, because I think that's just like models of Detroit, like a little miniature work. That's what it looks like.
It looked like miniatures, but then like also, I think you know what it was for me? It was the fake fire.
Yeah.
It was the gift type fire.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I hadn't seen this movie in forever.
Right.
But I instantly just made a joke. Ah, yes, Detroit. And you're like, yeah, that's where it takes place. I'm like, I was being a dickhead. My bad.
He really was like, he was like, yeah, it's got to be Detroit. No, actually, it is, Shaq.
I'm like, oh no. Oh,
shout out to the Red Wings. I don't know.
Shout out to my boy Fred, man. He's Detroit till he dies.
I can't. That's about it for me, buddy. I don't give a shit about anyone else. But yeah, and unfortunately, we see some dude get thrown to their death, and like Ernie Hudson comes in, and it's like, man, they're talking about how Hell's Night is like, there's like 100 some fires. They're slacking from last year.
Yeah, we don't really see him get thrown out the window. We just kind of get the reaction because like
the end result.
Yeah, we get the end result. Like they left, and it's just the bloody aftermath of like what happened, right? As somebody's getting wheeled up,
and Shelley's like essentially dying, and
yeah.
Like the coroner or not, paramedic, I guess. It's
paramedic, yeah.
Like, yo, we really need to move her.
Yeah, we need to. Like, I think no. I think that was like one of the fucking officers.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, hey man, we got to move her.
Yeah, we got to take her to the hospital immediately.
Yeah, we got to.
He's like, fine, that's cool. Let's get her.
Let's go.
Because when he gets downstairs, that detective or whatever, the asshole one, Torres, I guess.
Yeah.
He's all like, who gave permission to move this fucking person? Like, dude, she got to get to the hospital.
She got to get to the hospital, bro. Like what? Like. Hold on, let me grab his name, dog. I just had.
I think it's Detective Torres. I think.
Wait, what? Yeah, Detective Torres.
Yeah,
because I was thinking Marco Rodriguez. I was like,
yeah, and then we see Sarah. Right, Sarah comes up like, hey, I know this person, and Ernie Hudson's like, hey man, she's gonna be okay, man.
It's like, no, she's not.
Like, no, she's not, because she's like, because at first she's like, hey, tell Eric to take care of Sarah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll do that. Don't worry.
Yeah, and Eric's dead. He's like, no.
Sarah's like, Eric's dead already, right?
Yeah.
And she's going to die too.
And he's like,
and he's like, hey, let's go get you some food, girl.
Yeah, you want some ice cream? Like, no, it was actually not even hot dogs yet.
Yeah, I don't think it was hot dogs.
That was like,
she was just like, yeah.
She was like, he did the best he could.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you supposed to tell
situation?
Because at first he's like, oh, your sister's going to be okay. And she's like, that's not my sister. She's just a friend. She takes care of me.
She takes care of me.
And he's just like, ugh.
He's like, he's just like, fuck. He felt so bad.
Yeah. All right. And 1 year later, Shelley and Eric's graves are visited by Sarah. There you go. A young girl the pair cared for due to her absent mother. A crow lands on Eric's gravestone and taps on it, resurrecting him. Disoriented and distressed, Eric returns to his ravaged loft apartment, and experiences flashbacks of the murders. A gang of men, Tintin, Funboy, T-Bird, and Skank, targeted the pair because they were protesting forced evictions in their apartment, which the gang's leader, ruthless crime boss Top Dollar, intended to seize. Realizing that any injury he suffers are immediately healed, Eric dons black and white face paint and sets out to avenge himself and Shelley, guided by the crow. So, what we don't see is like we're introduced to the evil gang, T-Bird's crew, because they're fucking about to blow up a fucking arcade.
Yeah, it was T-Bird, Skank,
Tintin
and Fun Boy.
Yeah. And
What would be your T-Bird fucking what would be your T-Bird gang name?
Unfortunately, it'd probably just be my nickname I have now, what my family calls me, which is Choche. Oh hell, look at Shag. Shag, I should have never said this. This was a mistake. Killer Queen's third bomb bites the dust. Let's just go back in time. Just
I'm about to fucking lose it.
oh fuck me.
What do they call you?
They call me Jose. Now leave me the fuck alone. I'm editing all this shit out. Shag is deceased.
Oh God! The only reason why this is funnier. Oh fuck! Hold on. The only reason why this is funny to me is because I met your family.
Yeah.
And
you just didn't hear them talk
No.
to me, call me that because yeah,
No.
that's what,
Because I didn't hear them reference you at all. I guess because everything was going on.
yeah.
But my chest.
Shag is deceased at the
Okay.
moment.
Whew. All right.
You okay, bud?
I am trying not to.
You alright? You okay?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I am fucking good. I'm fucking crying, but I'm good. That's adorable.
Would
That's
yours just be Shaggy?
You know what? I don't want to be boring, but I also don't want to be racist. So, like fucking, I don't know. My shit would be fuckboy or something. I don't know.
Fuck boy.
Fun boy, fuck boy. Like, hey,
That's
what's up?
horrible, but also accurate.
Yeah. If we didn't if we couldn't curse, then I guess like mine would be probably be Shaggy, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, hey, Shags, where's he at?
Yeah.
Yeah, just I would not. But yeah, if we were part of fucking Top Dollar's crew,
They probably try to kill you because they can't have two black men.
Well,
with
no,
dreadlocks.
they had a group of fucking black dudes. They had like a few black dudes in like the main meeting.
Oh yeah, they did.
And then
We're talking about T-Birds, Crow, T-Birds crew.
Yeah.
Not other random.
You know it's bad. I'm about to call you Shoshan, right? But
that's
it's not.
No,
That's not
you
it.
don't even remember what it is.
No,
I'm not going to say it again.
It's a brother.
As I just take off my glasses, look into the camera. This is a nightmare.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. You were saying they were running around and get ready to blow up the arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to die for real. Nah. Fuck that.
I know, right? How am I supposed to play Street Fighter now?
Exactly.
Ain't shit else to do in Detroit.
What the fuck?
Goddamn.
Fucking the Pistons suck. What the fuck else you got to do for? No, they were actually good back in the 90s. I'm tripping.
I'm about to say, yeah, no, but the 90s, brother? Come on,
Yeah, as a Knicks fan, fuck them. But,
yeah.
But no, yeah, no, like they are the scummiest bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Not just because of what they did prior, but they still look like a bunch of dickheads.
Yeah.
Lead it by Captain Dickhead.
Yeah.
Of the Starship Dickhead.
Starship Dickhead Enterprises.
Yeah, exactly. Like just
yeah. So they haul ass. They blow up the arcade. You know, because Sarah meets with Ernie Hudson.
Mhm.
They're eating hot dogs.
They eat them glizzies.
Eating a glizzy, which with both ketchup and mustard. You're not supposed to do that, right?
You don't put mustard. You don't put ketchup.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't do ketchup.
Apparently, well, was that? I thought that's just Chicago. This is Detroit.
No.
Just in general.
In general, you don't want to put ketchup on there. But he sounds like he was putting onions on his hot dog.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's fine. They're a regional type hot dogs.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do not put ketchup on a hot dog. Like it's blasphemy.
Yeah, because then he hears the explosion. He's like, I gotta go.
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck was that?
And they pull up to a bar. They're just there drinking, eating bullets.
I think they're playing a fucking game, like a shot game.
Yeah.
Because they're like putting in bullets. And I don't know if they're swallowing the bullets, but they're fucking, I think what they're doing is putting a bullet in their mouth, taking a shot, and making sure they don't swallow the fucking bullet.
Okay. I was about to say,
it's the weirdest fucking game.
Yeah.
Only dickheads would play that. That's a group of dickheads.
Yeah, because Tintin's like, because Skank's about to take his shot, but Tintin kind of slaps the bottle,
Yeah.
slaps it down.
He's like, pussies go last.
And then he takes a shot. He's like, pussies go last. And they all pull out their guns on each other.
And Tintin's like, bitch, that's not even loaded.
Yeah, puts a knife to his head. Then Funboy's like,
Tintin, the only one that fucking that don't pull out a gun. He pulls out like a knife.
Yeah.
Damn, Tintin might be me for real.
And then, Funboy pulls out a gun. He's like, this one is. And then T-Bird's like, but y'all know this one is. And
how much I want to bet that this one is?
Yeah.
That this one isn't. And then they just fucking stop like,
and they start doing their
fire it up dance. Yeah, they're like, shit like that. And they're getting hype.
And then Sarah's mom comes over because she's a bartender.
Yep.
/ Funboy's girl.
Lover?
I don't know.
They fucking. They fucking. That's.
Yeah, but then Tintin's licking her too while she's hugging. She's like, I'm like,
he's nasty, bro. I don't know.
Like, how you know she hasn't showered in a while? Come on, man.
Bro, he's probably tasting the bar sweat off her. That motherfucker Jose's like,
he's like, I need some salt with my shot.
Exactly. Hey, brother, they were drinking. It looked like they were drinking tequila.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the crow brings Eric though back to life.
Yeah, and Eric,
he's just kind of wandering the streets of Detroit.
Yeah, like he pops out of the ground, like not even looking like Havoc from fucking Mortal Kombat, just straight skin and just like shivering up and just kind of walks.
And the crow's kind of like, hey, buddy, come on, follow me.
Yep, come on, follow me. Just remember, and I think one of the things with the crow, because the crow has a lot of fucking powers.
Yeah.
One of the things that he
crow's essentially like his guiding light or whatever.
Yeah, he's like you touch. Draven touches something and fucking instantly remembers what happened in that that area. At least to him.
At least if it's something that involves him, because I don't think that would be annoying as shit. Like, I touched the doorknob. I see everyone who's touched this before.
Like, I've seen everything. I mean, that'd be useful if you can get it under control, but at the same time, it'd be annoying. You sit on the toilet and you'd be like, oh, God.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have to go to a bathroom, but let's just say he just sits on that bitch for I'm waiting for someone. And he just sits on like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, the things that have been done in the stall.
Yeah, so he gets back to his apartment. His cat's still alive. Hey, shout out to the cat.
Yeah, I mean, me and Jose were having a legit conversation because I'm like, it's been a year. How is that cat still alive?
And like, no, cats 100% will live on without you. Like,
and then I agreed with him. Only for me to pull out my trump card. Then why the fuck is it still white?
Like, no, that cat should be fucking pitch black. Like he ain't showered
or like brown or something.
Yeah, because it's a fluffy white cat.
That bitch is like fucking still looking like marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, it should be dirty. That's about it. Though.
Yeah, like no fucking way.
But other than that, the cat 100% would have survived.
Yeah, I get it. I was like, when Jose explained it to me, he's like, yeah, rats.
Like a dog, no. Dog would fucking starve eventually.
Yeah, dog would starve because that's not what they fucking do.
Yeah, they're like, hey, no one's feeding me? Like, hell? Like,
yep.
Yeah, but cat, no 100% like, whoop, guess I'm on my own now.
Yep, just smacking mice.
Yeah.
One of a bug diet. Fucking cool shit.
Eating roaches because there's a big ass roach and the crow's like mine.
Just like meow, and just kind of grabs it. But like realistically, I was like, nope. Then why is that cat so white? Because that's the only thing. That is a decrepit home for that cat to be living in.
Yeah,
I don't believe at any time that fur should not be dingy. At least.
Yeah. So Eric gets back to his loft. He fucking starts remembering the things that happened. You see what happens to him. This is when you see the assault and like his murder.
Yeah, it was bad.
You see them yeet him out a window. And, he kind of he almost yeets himself out the window because I guess he's reliving everything, but he's able to grab on to the thing and has broken glass on there. And he looks at his hands, they're bleeding, and then he heals.
Yep.
And the crow's like, buddy, it's time.
Yeah.
You basically know why you're here now.
Yep.
And he sees like a little drama mask, I guess, those little, like he's crying out later type of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those, I
forgot what they're called, but yeah.
I like how you bring out the most Mexican.
Thanks. I'm glad you noticed. I was like, hey,
I realized what you said, and I'm like, it was computing in my head. I'm like, no, that's not what that is. That's the most Mexican fucking thing you have said in a long ass time, and you spoke Spanish on this show.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of like
there's like happy
comedy and tragedy.
Joke. Yeah, comedy tragedy. There you go.
You're thinking of comedy and tragedy.
Yeah.
Like those type of fucking theater joints. He's just a big WCW fan and just grabbed the fucking. He just saw the Sting mask. It's like, yes, I shall become Sting.
We would have said if it fucking. Well, it was the other way around. Sting was at home watching this movie. He was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna make my whole personality."
That's it.
This is it, guys. This is how I'll beat the NWO.
It's like that's it. Like he fucking was Roscoe in Roscoe from like fucking Roscoe Chicken and Waffles and fucking in Black Dynamite. And he's sitting at the table and he's like, "What? Why do I want chicken with my waffles? That's it." And he just runs out.
It just takes off.
Yeah, no, yeah, and then obviously, and you pointed this out earlier to me. I want to touch on this too. That's not Brandon Lee. That is,
at that point, that's
a stunt.
Yeah,
that's a stunt double.
Because there's a scene where he looks out the window and you see lightning flash and you see his face.
Yeah,
that's digitally
put in. Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see. The Crow leads Eric to Tintin, whom Eric stabs to death. I guess they have a fight, but whatever. He next here we go. We are fucking skipping some shit. Let's go. He next travels to the pawn shop where Tintin had pawned Shelley's engagement ring. Eric recovers the ring and blows up the shop, but spares the owner Gideon so he can alert Top Dollar's men.
Oh. Are we skipping Tintin's death?
They just literally just said, hey, he leads the Crow to Eric reaches Tintin, he stabs Tintin to death.
Bro, I swear to God, if we they
literally just it skipped the whole fight. It just said, hey man, he pulled up on the dude and killed him.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
Eric recovers the ring and blows up the shop, but spares the owner Gideon so he can alert Top Dollar's men that Eric is coming for them. Albright begins to investigate the apartment vigilante disturbances while Eric finds Funboy taking drugs with Sarah's estranged drug addict mother, Darla. He gives Funboy a fatal...
Funbo. That's my new name, Funbo. Fumbo.
I got a Fumbo pop for you.
Oh, no!
A lethal overdose and purges the drugs from Darla's body, telling her that Sarah needs her. Okay, so let's talk about this, because, he does find Tintin first.
Yep.
Motherfucker just Jeff Hardy swanton bombs off a fucking roof onto some trash cans.
Some Assassin's Creed ass shit.
Onto some trash bags.
Yeah.
Because Tintin's just chilling in the alley. I don't know why, but because he just gone to the pawn shop.
Yeah, he was walking out like the fucking alley. He was just leaving a place.
Yeah.
And he was just walking down the alley. Shortcut, I guess.
Yeah. He stops to smoke a cigarette, I guess.
Yeah.
And even though it's raining and whatever.
Hey, man. Smoke him if you got him.
Yeah. So they get into a fight. Eric's beating the shit out of Tintin.
I like how when Eric pulls up to a motherfucker, he's always waxing some sort of poetic. I don't know if that's from the comic itself, but like, dude, the writing on that is mwah. Even when it's ridiculous.
Yeah, fucking Tintin gets the upper hand for like a slight second because Eric's like, "Hey man, you remember Shelley? You remember last year what you did?" And then Tintin the first like, "Oh yeah, I remember her. I shagged her real good and she loved it." And pisses off Eric for a second, and he gets the upper hand.
Yep.
Beats him with a pipe. Pulls out all his knives because that's his thing. He just has knives on him.
Yep.
He's like, "These are my friends." He's like, "I never miss," and he proceeds to miss.
Proceeds to fucking miss the first time.
Famous last words. He's like, "I never miss," and then
buddy
proceeds to miss, like right before man misses. And then we get the shot that was like always in the trailer, where Tintin throws a knife and Eric just catches that bitch like this ting, and throws it back at him, and that's when we cut away. And next time we see Tintin, like the police start investigating him.
No. Well, he throws a knife and it fucking pins him against.
Oh, it does pin him against. That's right. Then
and he takes out a knife, and then Eric says something.
No, he says, "Victims, aren't we all?"
Yeah, victims aren't we all? And then fucking proceeds to stab him. And that's when it does the cutaway.
Yeah. And then and then
that's when we find our fucking human whoopee cushion, not whoopee cushion, pin cushion.
I think that's when we're introduced to Top Dollar.
Yeah,
because he's in bed with a woman, and there's another woman in bed, and like, is she asleep? And so she's dead. And he's like, I think
that's when we're introduced to Myra.
Myra.
I don't care what her name is.
That's hilarious.
All I know
Bailing, the real actress.
Yeah, it's. I rather not. Micah is her name.
Yeah, there you go.
And I just.
Yeah, because T-Bird goes to meet with them, and he's all like, "You're still working for me." And he's all like, "Yes, sir. We do whatever we want." And he's like, "Cool."
Yep. That's another thing about his character, about Top Dollar's character. doesn't lose his cool, not once.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Yeah, because I guess Tintin's death had already gotten out.
Yeah, it's Tintin. He's like, yeah.
Because he's like, Tintin won't be joining us. He's like, on account of death.
Yeah, no.
Well, he got him. He found himself perished.
No, yeah, he found himself perished because he doesn't use that line towards.
Yeah, that's
So that was when he fucking talked about T-Bird.
He's like, one of my men found themselves perished.
He's like, yeah, he's got a fucking knife and all of his body parts in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bar. I was like, oh shit.
And he's like, a moment of silence then for our good friend Tintin. He just does a line of coke.
Yep.
And that's when he's like, so you're working for me tomorrow, right? He's like, I do whatever you want, boss. He's like, good man.
Good man. All right. Word. Yep.
And then, yeah, so because then by this time, Eric had already pulled up to the pawn shop, dude.
Yeah.
And just starts beating the fuck out of him.
Beating the fuck out of Wario.
Basically. Beating up not Joe Pesci. Getting his ass stomped.
And then Pesci's like fucking shooting him. And he's like, shit on me.
He's like, shit on me.
Shit on me. And he's like, and I was like, yo, I couldn't have been Draven because, like, if you insist, dude, fucking to be continued. Oh, doo-doo would have been happening, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but yeah, he's able to find his rings. And, he's like...
He's looking for the engagement
Shelly's
ring.
engagement ring. He finds it. And, he's like... Because that dude's like, take anything you want. He's like, thank you. Because he grabs a guitar. He's like, thank you.
And just like, yep.
And then he's like flicking all the other rings at him. He's like, each one of these is like a life you destroyed or you helped destroy.
Yep.
And then he's like, I'm going to give you a chance to live. He's like, you just got to tell T-Bird that, death's coming for him. And that Eric Draven sends his regards. And he's walking out and dude's just talking shit.
Yep.
And it's like, they're going to fucking kill you, blah, 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 blah. And he's all like, is that gasoline I smell?
And he was pouring the gas.
Yeah, prior to that, he was pouring.
He's like, I'm not going to kill you.
Yeah.
And just like pouring gasoline. I'm like, brother, you got him kind of pinned down.
Yeah.
He's about to set his shit on. Oh, yeah, that scene.
That chef kiss is great. Yeah. He's like, is that gasoline I smell? And the dude's like, fuck!
Yeah, no, but before he walks out of the place, he takes the rest of the rings and loads it into the shotgun.
Yeah.
Like I'm like a fucking trying to load that shit. He was like, yeah, just pours all the fucking rings in there and just walks out and the shotgun's like, and how, like, he walks out with the shotgun. Now he says, like, is that gas I smell? He's like, what? Fuck! And he just fucking shoots the shotgun.
Yeah.
I guess into the store and it just explodes.
All the rings are on fire and they just like
they just spread and just everything fucking explodes.
That dude flies out of the fucking
Wario, wah!
on fire like ah!
It just hits the fucking back door.
And Ernie Hudson pulls up on Eric.
Yep. He's just like freeze, motherfucker.
Yeah, what do you say? He's like, hold it. He's like, I thought y'all said freeze.
He said, hold it. Like, I thought y'all. Yeah, he's just they're kind of like, I thought y'all said freeze. Like taking one more step, I'll shoot.
Yeah, he's like, you move and I shoot. He's like, and I'm dead and I move.
Yep. He's like, I'm dead and I move. He's like, what? And he's just like, come on, man, don't do it.
Yeah. He's like, you ever heard of Tintin? He's like, he had a friend or something like.
Yeah, he had a friend. Like, yeah,
he had a friend that played with knives or something like that.
Yeah, he had a friend who like not.
He's like, you like the coat?
It was Tintin's.
Yeah.
The fucking episode.
He's like, you killed him. He's like, nah, he was already dead.
He was already dead.
He died last year.
The moment they made that decision, the moment they did that, he's like. So do you remember Shelly? And they just had that fucking thing. He's like, hey man, Shelly's dead, bro. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because he's like, you don't remember me, do you?
Yeah, he is that shit. And that whole, and it's so funny because like Draven knows that he's a good cop or has that idea of like you're like this is the point of like where the vigilante is meeting the one cop on the force.
Yeah,
that is like, I don't want to like look, man, I don't want to stop. Like I have to stop you. Yeah, but don't make me. Right. And then, like, the moment Draven is kind of, like, saying something that kind of sounds like it's him, DC, like, Ernie Hudson's character is starting to fucking see, Albright is starting to see, like, people robbing the remains of the pawn shop.
Like, when you see that scene, you see a dude just walking out with a TV. That's James O'Barr. That's his cameo. Yeah.
Nice.
The Arthur of the comic.
That motherfucker was like, and he looked like a typical comic book guy because he had a fucking ponytail. The motherfucker just kind of just kept walking. Just like looks back and just kind of runs away off the screen with the TV. And he's like, Ernie Hudson's like, fuck.
Right, like, damn it. And then Eric Draven just Batman.
Yep.
When he turned around, he's gone.
He's like, shit. And he's like, all right, fine.
Yeah. He's like, I never did like mimes.
And just fucking disappeared.
So fast forward, they're going to like, he goes to Fun Boy next. And Funboy and Sarah's mom, Darla, they're like
Mm.
doing good old heroin in their
Not
upstairs
heroin,
apartment.
not heroin.
Well, it's morphine, right?
Morphine, yeah.
Well, morphine is just heroin's stronger morphine. It's
Yeah.
whatever though.
Yeah, it's drugs. They're shooting drugs.
They're doing those cracker drugs.
There you go. Drugs.
They're doing opioids or whatever.
Opioids.
But yeah. Then he pulls up in the room, and Funboy's like, "Man, you almost gave me a heart attack," because he's like playing his guitar.
Yeah. Like really, like strumming that bitch. Like
Yeah. And he's all like, "You need some serious help, man."
Yeah.
Like, and then he proceeds to shoot Eric in the hand, and Eric just fucking with him, like,
He's like,
ah.
He's like,
Yeah.
Just turns back to the camera and just like the fucking shit just disappears.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck? And Funboy, who is tripping balls, by the way,
Yeah.
sees this. I'd have shit myself. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Like if I saw this, like, the fuck. But Funboy seeing this, he's like, what the Jesus Christ? He says, yes, a joke.
He's like, stop me if you heard this one.
Stop me if you heard this one. Jesus Christ pulls up in a hotel, gives the man three, gives the clerk,
Yeah, innkeep, yeah.
gives the clerk 3 nails and say, hey, can you put me up for the night?
This whole time he's Funboy's
shooting him.
Yeah,
and
then
each part
before
of the joke,
he shoots the last bullet, he kind of like punches the gun down, so he shoots himself in the thigh.
Yeah, and he fucking just kind of bleeds out.
Yeah, Funboy's like, look what you did to my sheets.
Real. He's a piece of shit, but hey man, you could have shot me elsewhere. Don't shoot me on
so
my
he
sheets.
Passes out.
Yep.
Darla's in the fucking restroom, scared for her life.
Yeah, she
has
oh
like a
God.
razor.
Trying to protect herself.
Yeah, because Eric walks in there at first, just doesn't pay her no mind, puts Funboy in the tub, turns on the cold water, and then
his ass up.
Yeah, and then he walks over to Darla, grabs her, tell her that he makes her look in the mirror, and he's like, God is the name of
the
mother and the lips of children everywhere.
Yep.
Like that. And then while he's doing this, he's like squeezing her arm, and like the drugs are just coming out of her.
Yeah, the morphine. He's like, morphine's bad.
Yeah.
You have a whole ass. He's pretty like, you have a whole ass daughter to take care of.
She's just out on the streets right now.
Fucking do something.
Yeah. It's like, go home. She's just like, okay. Like,
and
she
just hauls
like,
ass. Yeah. Just hauls ass. And then he looks back at Funboy. He's like, you.
Yeah. And then while this is happening, old boy Gideon, the pawn shop owner, he's at the bar. And Tony Todd pulls up on him. Good old Tony Todd, by the way. Like, does he even have a name? I just realized.
Yeah, it was, I want to say it was like, it's,
Anyway, look
Grange.
Okay, yeah. He pulls up. He's like, the boss will see you now. And he's like, damn, I'm kind of honored. He's like, do I fucking bow or
curtsy?
Yeah.
And Tony Todd's like, I'm not.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm not playing this game.
Yeah.
Go upstairs.
But then he notices Darla run out, and he's like, because he knows that Funboy, Tintin died earlier. So he's like, So he's like, here, hold this for me. And he like puts his hat on Gideon, because he has a big ass burn on the top of his head. So he's like, hold this for me. He's like, ah! And so he goes up. By the time he goes up, like, Funboy is just like stabbed.
Yep. With the crow emblem.
With a bunch of needles, yeah.
With needles, yeah.
Yeah. And then like Eric winks at him and just flies out the window.
Yep.
Not literally, but just kind of just jumps out
like,
the window.
Yeah. He just like does a little cute like wink and then just like hops out the window.
So this is when let me make sure we're not getting ahead of ourselves. I don't think.
Yeah, read the next paragraph.
No, because this skips over all this shit.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So Gideon pulls up to Top Dollar and he's explaining to him everything that happens. It's like, I shot this motherfucker and the bullet wound just closed. And then he fucking just blows up my fucking shop for no fucking reason. He's like, I lost everything. And Top Dollar's like, you didn't lose everything.
You lose everything because you're still alive.
Yeah.
And then Gideon just like calls him.
It's like, well, maybe you're not such a big shot after all. And fucking Tony Todd like sits his ass back down.
Yeah, like, brother, we don't disrespect.
And then he's like, here, catch. And he catches a fucking eyeball.
He's like, what the fuck?
He's like, yeah, that's the last person that wouldn't cooperate with me.
Yeah. Like, I want you to tell me everything from the top. He pulls out a fucking sword, fucking fucking rapier.
Yeah, there you go.
And fucking points that shit at him. He was like, I want you to tell me. I'm like, goddamn swashbuckler. All right, fuck.
Yeah. Because at that point, like, his sister, the chick kind of like pins him down with like her heel, And like, what's
His
this?
sister wife.
Who's this anyway? And like, that's my sister. Like, what? Like, that's my dad's kid. You don't see the resemblance? And it's just like, that's not great.
No, his sister wife.
Yeah, basically. And after that, he's like, look, he said death was coming for T-Bird and his gang, and his name is Eric Draven.
He's like, okay.
And Top Dollar's like, all right, yeah, cool. And
He's
then
all
just proceeds to just, "Ugh."
No, he's like, are you sure you're not making this up to save your own ass?
Yeah, there
He's
you
like,
go.
why would I do that?
Yeah.
Like, that's a real fucking story. He's like, all right, cool.
They both just start laughing, like, yeah.
Yeah, and they stab this motherfucker. He stabs that motherfucker in the throat with a rapier. He's like, damn, why don't you just die? And he's just sitting there fucking squirming
Yeah.
with a fucking stab, and he's like bleeding out. He's like, why don't you just die already? Fuck.
You're like, give me your gun. He just boom, 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 boom.
And just
Like,
shoots that motherfucker.
Thank you.
He's like, geez, they take so long to die. Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
I'm like, well, you stabbed him in the throat, my guy.
He's fucking choking to death.
Yeah,
It's not an instant kill.
exactly. Come on, my guy. You should have Viking axed him. You got all
Exactly. You got all them fucking weapons. You don't know how to stab that motherfucker in the chest.
Yeah. But that happens, and he, oh boy, Tony Todd's like, no, yeah, he's something true. I saw that dude
Yep.
in Funboy's room before Funboy choked on his own blood.
Yeah, and Funboy said something about he shot him.
Yeah, he had a crow too.
He had a crow or something.
He jumped out the window before he winked at me, and like he winked at you. He's like musicians.
Musicians.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, this guy. How can you not love this bad guy?
Dude, he's so great.
Yeah, he
He's
really
great.
is.
Outside of the one biggest fucking flaw.
Yeah, that is true. All right, here we go. Eric visits Albright and confirms his split. Damn, I just folded right there. Let's try that again, folks. Eric visits Albright and confirms his suspicions regarding the vigilante's identity. Sting, the vigilante.
Stang.
Albright tells Eric that he stayed with Shelley until he died, witnessing the 30 hours of suffering she experienced. Eric touches Albright, absorbing the pain Shelley felt. Later, Eric saves Sarah from being hit by a car, revealing to her that he's returned. Eric next targets T-Bird, killing him in an explosion. The following morning, Sarah and Darla reconcile, and Sarah reunites with Eric at his apartment. Top Dollar holds a meeting with his associates to discuss plans to burn the city to the ground on Devil's Night. Eric arrives for Skank, but a gunfight erupts, ending with Top Dollar throwing Skank. Oh, wait, no. Ending with Eric throwing Skank from a window to his death. Top Dollar, his lover and half-sister, Micah, there you go, and his right-hand man, Grange, escape. They just barely introduced him. That's why, well, whatever. Micah correctly hypothesizes that the crow is the source of Eric's immortality. So, yeah, we get where Eric visits Albright in his apartment.
Yep.
That man's just in his drawers.
My man still had the fucking police hat on.
He's all like, hey, man, what the fuck are you doing? Because he's like, hey. He's like, God damn, don't do that shit, man. He's like,
don't do it.
he's like, God. He's like, you still have your hat on. He's like,
He just says, what are you doing here? And he's
yeah.
fucking just coming there, waxing scope. And that whole
Because
scene.
he's like, you died, man. And he's like, boo.
Because
he was like, are you a ghost?
Are you a ghost or something?
He's
He
like,
just said, boo. And he fucking says that. And I thought that was like a nice little wholesome,
Yeah.
kind of wholesome scene. He's like, I want to know what happened to me that night. He's
Yeah.
like, fucking, I mean.
And he was like, why was nothing done? It's like, dude, no one was going to talk. After what happened to you, no one was going to talk.
Yeah, no one
In
wanted
that
to
building?
fucking say anything.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't want to say, they were filtering their lives.
Yeah.
So, fuck. And and then he was like, well, what happened? He's like, and he told, Albright fucking told him, it was like, I was, I was there. And like, he said, hey, I took her to the hospital and everything else. What he didn't tell her was he was there the entire fucking time.
Yeah, because he's like, you
And-
stayed with her the whole time.
He's like, but after he fucking touched him, that's when Eric was like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Because he don't want to fucking go through that pain
Yeah.
anymore. Because apparently he felt that.
And he's like, look, man, I'll be honest. I was hoping she pulled through so I'd have something to work with.
Yeah, have some more questions.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
He's like, and I ended up getting demoted for snooping my nose in because he was still trying to
Yeah.
get this case taken care of.
yeah. And they were just like, yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Beat cop. So, because he was a sergeant,
Yeah.
and then he got flunked down to beat. You know how bad that is? That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a demotion, bro.
Is that kind of like just for movie purposes, or you'd have to?
It's a lot of fucking. That's for movie purposes,
Yeah.
but you have to do some dog. You might as well just fucking give up at that point
Holy shit! Yeah.
because that's a fucking oof.
Yeah. I was about to say, because if you were a sergeant, you should have been over old boy, right? Because
Bro,
detective
yeah,
or no?
it would have been, yeah. It depending on if you're in his area, but
Yeah.
like at the same time, nah, bro.
Yeah.
It was oof.
You must really want to serve and protect, because
Yeah.
he still was a cop. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why he was like, "You're a good man." It's like I had that shit, and then meanwhile, because he gets all these, he gives him the files because he stole those files for him to go fucking like to do some more digging,
Yeah.
and then I think we get to T-Birds because he's like one of the only other
'cause
people.
he's outside and he's telling Skank, "Hey, go get us some beer and some smokes."
Yeah,
Skank's like, "Okay," because that is just a meth head to
Yeah.
the 10th. Like
that
he's just
motherfucker, he's cooked.
exactly. He
He's
just
cooked.
So he gets in the car to wait for Skank to come back in, and then Eric's already in the car.
Yep.
And then he's like, pulls a gun on him, and he's like, "Man, who the hell are you?" He's like, "I'm your passenger."
Deftone music.
Yeah,
Deftones music.
It's their Deftones and oh boy,
It was like Maynard.
yeah, there you go, Maynard. The one good song he has. No, damn, no, Tool fans everywhere just pulled out the torches.
Bro, they're gonna fucking cook you.
I'm just playing. Tool's all right. They got some jams.
Yeah, they got some jams,
Yeah.
brother. They got some jams.
They got some jams.
I actually like.
Yeah, I don't hate them. I just like the, I'm here for the jokes.
Yeah, just here for
But
the,
here
for the memes.
Yeah, Tool ain't bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they just start hauling ass. They're just driving, and he's like, "Hey, man, can I get you anything? Like, what are you doing? Like, I got money, man. If that's what you want."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Drive." He's like, "Faster, faster."
No, not even. It's like fucking. That's passenger lyrics.
No. And he just keep going. The police start chasing him. He's like, "Hey, man, when they have their lights on, they're not friendly." And he just like keep driving.
Yep.
And when Skank like sees this happening, he runs out the store.
Yep, and gets hit by a fucking car.
He gets hit by a car, and the dude comes out like, "You piece of shit!"
But with his meth head strength.
Yeah, he just knocks the dude out and fucking steals the car.
Yeah, steals the car and just runs out.
To follow them, I guess.
Yeah.
But then he ends up getting hit by the police, right?
Yeah.
That fucking weirdo. Yeah. And as that happens, T-Bird gets essentially just strapped to the seat like with duct tape. And then that's when T-Bird's like, "Hey, man, I know you. I know exactly who you are." He's like, but you can't be you. He's like, "We killed you, man." He's like, "You don't come back from what we did."
We don't, we threw you out the window, man.
Like, ain't no coming back from that.
This motherfucker says, "We turned you into street pizza, man.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be alive, man."
And he like tapes his eyes open so he doesn't close his eyes either. Yeah.
The motherfucker was just like,
T-Bird, being the I'm about to say pyromancer, but pyromaniac that he is, has like just a bunch of shit in his trunk.
Yep.
So Eric just kind of puts shit together and then puts like
make a makeshift. He makes that motherfucker makeshift napalm.
Yeah, and then puts like a fucking big ass. I don't know if it was a flare or a grenade, something.
It was a flare
in his fucking lap, and like sets the car off, and he's just like, "Bye." He doesn't say anything. He just waving.
Fucking waves, and this motherfucker is driving off the pier, and before he even gets into the water, it just fucking explodes.
Yeah.
T-Bird probably has the best death.
Yeah.
Second best death in this movie.
Oh yeah. Best death out of his game.
Out of the four, yeah. Best death out of the four by far.
And then, like he fucking crashes into the river, I guess. I don't know, the lake, whatever the fuck it is.
Yep. Just fucking.
And Skank's just like,
"Oh no!"
And he just takes off. And then that's when he meets up with Top Daughter, and he's just talking erratically.
Yep.
He's like, T-Bird.
Yeah, and fucking Skank is like losing his
Top
shit.
Daughter says something hilarious. He's like, this is kind of hilarious. He says something like, "Man, I kind of don't want him to stop." Or
it's like we should know. He's like, "Yeah, we should probably record this and watch this back in slow motion."
Yeah, that's what he said.
He's like, because this is amazing.
Yeah. Finally, he just dicks.
Yeah, he's like, just like, shut the fuck up. And just like clap. Just,
"Now he gonna kill me." Like, no one's
going to kill you.
He's like, "No, at least not till I say so." So
yeah,
you're good.
You're good.
And they're like, "Hey, man, everyone's here." And he's like, "Watch him."
Yeah, it's like, everyone's here. It's like, all right, well, make sure he doesn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Fucking skeezer ass bitch.
Yeah, so that's when we get his whole waxing poetic how.
Yeah, how he need. They say we need to reclaim. Well, like, He's like, yeah, we're gonna burn shit tonight. He's like, no.
It's like, why not, man? It's like, why not? Because I forget, he's like an amazing reason.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's like, well, pretty much, basically what I can say is like they've commercialized
Yeah.
Devil's Night. He's like, everyone is getting credit for shit that I started.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? He's like, I was there for the first fires.
Yeah, and we were
It's
just
like-
setting fires, but I can get these, so I can get certain properties, yada yada. It's like, now everyone's getting credit for that.
Yeah, he's like, there's fucking devil. He's like, Devil's Night greeting cards or postcards.
Yeah, there's like, yeah, these greeting cards. He's like, this motherfucker shook his head. So
Yeah.
he's like, so you don't want to set any fires? Like, no, I don't want you to set any fires. I want you to set the biggest fucking fire.
He's like, I want the gods to fucking notice us again.
Yeah, to notice us.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he's getting everybody hyped.
And that's when the fucking bird. Well, no, he goes to the skank. It's like, how does that make you feel, skank? He's like, I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook.
Ah!
He's like, your mama must be damn proud of you.
I was like, oh man. I was like, nah, this dude, he's one of those bosses. Had we would have been there in his group, I'd be like, damn, I kind of feel good around it.
Like, no, I kind of feel good.
I was like, nah, he knows what the fuck he doing.
Yeah, no, we good.
He weird, but
We're in great hands.
yeah, so he's weird, but hey.
Yeah, he's kind of weird with his sister. I don't bring that
Hey
up
man,
around
is that his sister for real?
Yeah, shut
or-
the fuck up.
Shut up.
Don't bring that up around.
Nope.
Don't even talk to Tony Todd about this shit.
Don't say nothing.
See that tall motherfucker? He will fucking
Yeah, that
stuff you
tall
with
fucking
bees.
that tall glass of chocolate milk. Don't do it.
He was fucking. You'll wake up fucking covered in bees. Why bees? I don't know, man.
I don't know. I got a feeling.
That's his thing.
I got a fucking feeling. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm scared of him, dude.
Then we get
or he'll explain to us how death is coming for us, and there's just shit we can do.
we could do, but at least,
Yeah.
hey, death ain't coming for me. Coming for that motherfucking skank.
Yeah,
Skank, and then like, hey, first my cousin Tintin got fucking wrecked.
yeah.
It's like that motherfucker owed me $20. fucking fun boy weird ass is out.
Yeah,
Fucking, and now T-Bird.
we used to sell him overpriced heroin. Now, fuck, we can't do that.
I
No
can't
more.
even do that. Motherfucker, I was just selling him glue and calling heroin.
As long as he got him high, it worked. He
It
didn't give a
didn't
shit.
work. I had no fucking complaints. Was he gonna figure out? Yeah, he could have figured out one day, but not no
Right.
time soon.
That's fucking funny.
Then we got where Draven comes in, because the Crow comes in. And he's like, and Top Dog was like, "What the hell is that?
Yeah,
Who let that fucking bird in?" Knowing that he instantly forgot what that fucking bird was.
yeah.
And then fucking Draven comes in and he's like, I just want him.
Right.
Pointing to Skank. Skank's shitting himself.
Uh-huh. And he's like, well, you can't have him, buddy.
Stop. I paused the movie. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, everything could have been averted had you would have just given him the tweaker.
Yep.
That's it. That's all.
It's like, keep running my empire. Keep this guy alive.
He entertains me.
Yeah. He's my jester at this point.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's funny. No, you don't give a shit about him.
Yeah.
You could have easily just given him Draven. Now, would you fucking would have survived after that? Probably. There was a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Now you didn't give him what he wanted. Now you zero chance.
Yeah, so
Steiner maffing in this bitch.
Yeah, so at that point he's just like, all right, everyone kill this motherfucker. He's boring me.
The motherfucker, they lit his ass up like
Yeah.
a Christmas tree.
Uh-huh.
Only for Buddy to come up, like one of the dudes with a machine gun looking to check the dead body. He's like, he's gone.
They're like, what?
He's like, huh? And it's just fucking, this motherfucker gets shot. And then and then the gunfight starts to happen. Meanwhile, Michael's weird ass is fucking trying to capture,
capture the crow.
Raven,
Yeah.
the crow.
Well, it technically is a raven.
Yeah.
'cause ravens are smart.
Yeah.
And they're bigger. So
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense.
Trying to catch it, but like it gets away.
Yeah.
And then like Draven is kind of like taking everybody out. And of course, it's a club that's being run. So it was like a club at the bottom.
Yeah.
The same fun fact. Jose, you want to tell the people?
Yeah, we mentioned this before, but this whole this set, this bar and this hideout, this was also Dino Hatton in the Mario Brothers movie, and Shredder's Lair in Ninja Turtles, the original.
Babies!
The original, not that one.
Okay.
They're babies. What are we doing with that? Just for that scene alone. They're babies.
Oh my god. Yeah, we
Yeah, because there's a bar downstairs.
yeah, it's a bar
not
downstairs,
like
but
club?
it's a club. It's a club.
yeah,
And then like Everybody's fucking like dancing and shit, but then like who falls through the floor? Some poor bastard gets thrown through the fucking roof
Yeah.
and falls through that bitch. And it's just like everybody, the music stops. The jazz playing stops.
Jazz music stops. And they're like, huh?
And everybody runs out of the fucking building once they start hearing like gunfire.
Like, would they not heard the gunshots before?
The way that music was playing, no fucking way.
Okay.
Like like it wouldn't have been like, it's not like they were fucking letting off like 50 cals.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't until an old boy flies out the fucking window, like you said, and onto the dance floor.
And the music just stops, and you just heard a bunch of fucking gunfire. You're
Like, get the fuck out!
You start fucking scurrying like roaches and shit.
Yeah, so Top Dollar, Grange, and Micah get away.
Get away, and then Skank is the only one kind of left in the building.
Yeah, because Eric just whooping wholesale ass.
Yep.
He's gunfight, sword fighting.
Like fucking just.
It's just a big, great action scene.
Yep, and he grabs Skank. And I forgot what he tells him.
Skank is like, I'm not Skank. He like, Skank's over there.
Skank's over there. Like doing some cartoon shit.
Yeah, he's like, Skank's dead. And he's like, yes. Yes, he is. And he just yeets his ass
motherfucker out the window. And this motherfucker doesn't fall gracefully. Like, this motherfucker falls like, oh, like, oh. It just like fucking.
Lands on a car.
Lands on a fucking car. Like he was bracing for impact.
Yeah, and then the police pull up on Eric. They're like, freeze. And he's like,
and then starts
like,
tap dancing.
Tap dancing away.
Motherfuckers like, and just they started fucking shooting, and he jumps out the window.
Yeah. And after that, let's see. I'll just read these next two because it's the end of the movie.
Yep.
Satisfied with his vengeance, Eric gives Shelley's engagement ring to Sarah and returns to his grave. Grange abducts Sarah as she is walking home and takes her to an abandoned church with Micah and Top Dollar, who takes Shelley's ring. Eric is alerted to her plight by the crow and rushes to rescue her, but he is ambushed by Grange, who wounds his crow, rendering Eric vulnerable. Aldrich arrives and kills Grange, while Micah attempts to take the crow for its immortality. The crow, however, claws her eyes out, causing her to fall to her death from the bell tower. Top Dollar retreats to the roof with Sarah, while he fights and badly wounds Eric. Eric then transfers Shelley's pain onto Top Dollar, causing him to stumble off the roof and be impaled by a gargoyle, killing him. Sarah and a wounded Albright are recovered from the church, while a pained Eric goes to Shelley's grave, where her spirit arrives to comfort him and return his body to rest. Sometime later, Sarah visits the grave, and the crow returns Shelley's ring to her. And that's the movie.
All right, let's talk about how metal the fucking ending was.
Yeah.
Because, man, oh man, the climax of this fucking movie.
Yeah, because they're in the limo, and, Top Dollar's like, this whole town should be on fire right now. Just like all sad, looking out the window.
Yeah,
the Guts theme playing in the background. Just sad. But then she's like, the crow, his sister, whatever, like, the crow gives him power, but it's power we can take. And he's like, well, I like him already now.
Yep. I like him already.
And, Candyman's like, if we kill the crow, we kill the man.
Yeah. And it's just like,
yeah. Like, they got their little master plan going. Eric, like I said, he goes back to the grave thinking, I guess he thinks, I should be dying any moment now.
He's like, hey.
I don't know how this works.
He's like,
I'm just going to chill here, I guess.
He's like, okay. I'll fall back to sleep.
Yeah, he gives Shelley the ring, and he's like, take care of yourself, kid. And then she gets abducted, though. Like, I said, like Grange
just pops up and takes
her. And then the crow sees it, so he sees it. So he runs to the church afterwards, walks into the church, which is the poster, by the way. The old poster from the way he just...
Yeah, just walks in his church, yeah.
And Grange, like, has a sniper.
Looking for the bird.
But then the bird pulls in, and he shoots the bird. But I'm like, what kind of fucking bullet did you use? Well, you hit the bird and it doesn't die.
Fucking... Like a fucking
like a
pellet gun?
Like, what did you, like was your aim that bad?
Fucking just shot that motherfucker. Minor inconvenience.
You just grazed the fucking bird? What?
But he shoots the bird, and that affects...
Yeah.
That affects Draven, but Draven's thinking he's still undefeated.
He should die on the spot.
Yeah.
Because Top Dollar comes out, he's like, let me give you an impersonation. Bang, fuck, I'm dead.
He's like, hey, and walks out. He's like, yeah, well, fucking do it then.
Yeah.
Top Dollar fucking shoots him. And then Draven just kind of takes it, but he's like...
He stops and looks.
He's like, shit.
He's like, fuck.
He's like, fuck. It just falls on the ground. I'm like, oh, fuck, and just falls on the ground. That's the funny.
Yeah.
I was like, to me, I felt like that was just out of fucking character.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, fuck, all right.
Yeah, it just blew up.
And then he's just like, fucking a gunfight goes off.
Yeah,
because Albright pulls up.
Yeah, how did he pull up anyway? That's so weird.
I think Albright was fucking following him or following them.
Yeah. All that I can think because he kind of just shows up. It's like
but he has like an idea.
Yeah.
Of like what was going on.
You know, he has a shotgun. You know, he kills Candyman or Tony Todd Grange.
Black on black crime, yes.
Yeah.
But
which what you
pointed out, go ahead.
I was like, well, Ernie Hudson is a Ghostbuster and Tony Todd is Candyman, technically a ghost, so it makes sense.
It's right.
Yeah, it just feels right.
It just feels right.
Yeah.
Not racist, it's right.
Yeah.
The other hard word.
Shag was like, I'll allow it.
I was like, I'll allow it. All right, we're back.
And then he goes up to Eric. He's like, all right, man, here's a plan. You gonna walk in front. They're gonna light you up when they run out of ammo. I'll arrest them.
Oh, the Gears of War special.
Yeah,
it's like
you fucking Eric's like, that's a fucking great plan, man.
He's like, only one problem,
and he shows him that he's no longer.
Oh shit, you're not. I thought you was invincible. I was.
I'm not anymore.
He's like, well, shit.
He's like, well, then you stand behind me. I got the gun.
He's like, looks like you're gonna need my help after all.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean, they just walk out.
And then he proceeds to take like 2 steps and get just lit up by Micah.
Yep.
And then he's like, you were supposed to stay behind me, bro. What
happened? And they're just giving each other shit.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, you're supposed to stay behind me. I don't know what happened there.
And like I said, she has a crow. And she was just like, I don't know, she's waxing poetic.
Yep.
But then the crow just like starts picking out her eyes.
Clawing her fucking eyes.
Okay, yeah. She looks fucking
fucking her up. That crow is giving her the 2-piece.
Yeah, so she just falls from the bell tower.
No eyes.
Yeah.
Eyes are fucking gone.
Uh-huh.
And they're fucking.
Which I guess is ironic because she would always take people's eyes.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I was like, if anything, I remember her fucking death was gnarly.
Yeah.
And you were like, and not saying that you couldn't remember. He's like, nah, it's not as bad. But then we're like, oh no, that's fuck that. A bird pecking at my eyes. I seen the birds. Yeah. I don't want that.
Yeah, so they get to the roof, and Top Dollar has Sarah. And in a scene I know 100% Christopher Nolan would use later on.
Yep.
He's essentially like, Eric's like, hey, let her go. And he's like, all right. And he just throws her off.
Throws her off the side.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, fuck it. It's like, no.
But she kind of lands safe on like a little weird platform.
She's like, And she's like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. So they're fighting because he has a sword and Eric grabs like a fucking
antenna.
Yeah.
That looks like that's conveniently placed as a sword.
Yeah. And they're just, sword fighting on top. Does he have the rapier again? Please tell me it is. No, it's just
I don't think it's the rapier.
Okay, damn. Because that would have been kind of
That would have been lit.
Just ding, 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 ding. Just 3 Musketeers.
Like pat, 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 pat. Like on guard. On guard.
Like on some Cervantes shit. Just like, no, Cervantes had the 2 swords. What was
it? Cervantes had
Who had the fucking rapier and Soul Calibur?
That was the not French vampire.
Oh, I can't think of his name though.
He was one of my favorites to use. I cannot remember this dude's name.
Oh, I said Cervantes. No, Cervantes had those 2 swords.
Cervantes had the swords and the pistol.
Yeah, like that because he was like a pirate, right?
That he was he's an undead pirate. I think he was fucking old girl's mom or some shit.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Dad. I said mom.
Yeah. I can't remember anymore. Shag's like, I don't look this shit up.
No, I'm gonna look this shit up because it's bothering me. Because I know he had a sassy ass fucking name. I know he had a I fucking know he had a sassy name, dog. Ivy, not Killick, not Arthur. I see, tell him Voldo. Keep going with the movie.
Are you sure? Because I'm trying to look it up too.
No,
Wait, what Soul Calibur were they in though? That's the thing.
I want to say it started at 3.
Oh, started at 3.
Started at 3,
buddy. No, but so
Raphael.
Yes.
That a sassy fucking name.
Raphael. It looks in the Ninja Store like, what the fuck, bro?
Like, what the fuck, man? I'm not sassy. Yeah, you is.
But no, so they're fighting. And Bo Boy's just a better sword fighter.
Of course.
So he gets the upper hand and he kind of like mortally wounds Eric.
Yeah.
And as Eric's kind of like injured, he walks up to him. He's like, hey man. He's like, my daddy told me that every man has a devil and he can't rest until he meets him. And that's when he reveals, he's like, that thing that happened with you and your wife, he's like, I cleared that building. And he's like, hey, man, nothing in this town happens without my say-so.
Yep.
He's like, so I'm sorry I ruined your wedding, kid. He's like, but if it makes you feel better, you put a big smile on my face.
Yep.
And before he goes to kill him, Eric's like, hey, man, I have something to give you. I don't want it anymore. and he like touches his hand, essentially transfers
The pain.
that 30 hours of pain Shelley went through to him.
Yep.
And like, so he's just like essentially penance stared, like from
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And like he falls to his death and gets impaled by a gargoyle.
On a gargoyle, yeah, and his blood and the rainwater.
Yeah, because it's so dope. Because like a horn goes through his chest and a horn goes through like the back of his head and comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fucking metal. And the rain is like
the rain, like he's bleeding out and mixed with the rainwater, and it's just like falling like rain. It's fucking metal as shit.
It's coming out the gargoyle's mouth is like red.
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's a great shot.
Yeah, it's a great death.
Yeah, that was dope.
So that happens.
Our three heroes.
Yeah, because Albright's like, "Hey man, did you get your guy?" He's like, "Yeah, I got him." And he's like starting to smoke a cigarette. He's like, "I need that." He starts to smoke.
He's like, "I need that." He's like, "Nope, give me that." He smokes and he
hands
gives
it back to him.
He's like, "Ah, fuck." I was like, "No."
He's like, "No, I'm quitting as of today.
If I live." He's like, "You will. You'll be fine." Not me though. But
yeah. So he takes off, and then Detective Torres comes out. He's like, "What the hell happened here?" He's like, "Hey man, your vigilante's on the roof. You missed him."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Get him out of here." Ugh. So Eric goes to his grave, and that's when Shelley's ghost visits him. You know, they kiss, and I guess his body gets buried back magically again.
Yeah.
And they go on, and the crow just gives Shelley the ring. That's where we end. You know, we get for Brandon and Eliza, which was his daughter, right? Who's Eliza?
I believe
his wife. His wife, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We get that, and that's where the movie ends.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Great movie. Surprised it never got a sequel, or
Yep, or a series, or more content.
You know what, the series, I'll forgive the series. Series
was fine. Series was fine. It was one of those things that if you go back and watch it, kind of like, ooh.
I can see how this had no budget and like
I can see that y'all just. It
was weird because I remember now he fought like a bunch of evil crows.
Yeah,
but they had a different animal.
Yeah.
Like, you know how the crow was his? Like, they had like
a tiger. Didn't he fight a dude with a tiger?
I think so. He fought one with like an anaconda. Like, what
something
fuck?
weird.
Like, suck my dick movie. This is so fucking...
like, this is...
Why is he fighting animal-based?
Who signed off on this?
I hope you got to check James O'Barr for this
He was fucking like, dude, I didn't fucking agree to this bullshit.
Like, you're lucky this is Mark Dacascos. Otherwise, I'd turned away quicker than quick.
This boy, like, just say, hey, man.
Hey, but Mark Dacascos does no wrong. I don't know what y'all talking about.
No, he doesn't. Double Dragon, definitely not wrong.
Fucking.
Jose, man, what is your favorite cinema villain moment of The Crow? Jose, you alive? Hello? Showtime.
Shut up. Oh, shit. Favorite cinema villain moment? Oh, fuck. He's so cool. Almost everything he does.
Outside of the one thing?
Yeah, you're right. Favorite cinema villain moment when he kills Gideon, because it's just fucking hilarious, because he stabs him in the throat. He's like, fuck, die already. Give me the gun. Yeah.
I'm going to say definitely, I'm probably right there with you. No. You know what? Nah. I think I'm right there with you. Because between that and the climax scene where he's just like he's like, hey, you know, tough break.
Yeah, it was me, Austin.
Exactly.
It was me all along.
But he didn't, I still to my fact tell him like, hey, I didn't tell you, like, I didn't say go kill her, but I say, hey, just clear out of that fucking house. Yeah. Whatever happens, happens. He's like one of those.
Yeah.
Like, go take care of it. Like, that's the type of thing. It was like, he's like, your wife? Like, you didn't, like, fucking tell him to kill her. Just like, or just, because he could have been like, so send a message.
Yeah.
So, but Gideon is the shit that he just was like, yeah, man, hey, it's okay.
Everything's going to be all right.
Everything's stab.
Everything's going to be all right, yep.
Stab, shot, move on.
Uh-huh.
All right. So that was that. So we here at Cinema Villains, we love rating and reviewing the movies, but what we love most is rating and reviewing the villain in the movies, and we rate them by 3 categories, and those categories are the motive, the drip, and the threat level. Jose, me boy, me Bob. What are we giving Sir Top Dollar for motivation? Show me your motivation.
It's a 0. How did this motherfucker not be able to clear the top rope?
Oh my God! Wrong Top Dollar,
wrong
bro.
Top Dollar. Okay,
that's Top Dollar.
Oh, you're right. There you go.
Not Top Dollar.
Yeah. Is he still top dollar?
Yeah, he's top dollar.
Okay, cool. I just make sure. I don't know.
No,
No, he's not, right? Ain't he like just his real name? No?
I think he's using his real name. Yeah,
Yeah.
in TNA. I think he's using his real
TNA,
name.
yeah. But no, but that's wrestling reference. Sorry, y'all. See, here's the part. Here's the one I was.
The motivation?
What is it? A 4?
It might be a 4. Like I wanted to give it a 5, but then we had that discussion off air, and I'm like, damn, you might be right.
Yeah.
But I can always respect a motherfucking crime lord trying to get their fucking name back out there. Like you forgot.
Yeah.
Also, Freddy Krueger shit. Like motherfuckers forgot who I was.
Yeah, because it's not like he's trying to take over the town. No,
He said he already did that.
He already owns it. Yeah.
But it's like motherfuckers are taking something that I started, and it's become like a joke.
It's like these motherfuckers forgot.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh no, well, let's
yeah.
make it worse.
Yeah.
He's just doing it just to do it.
Yeah.
That's why I can give it like a 4.5.
Right.
Because I can respect it.
Yeah.
But there was like no end game to him. He was just literally crazy.
Yeah.
Which now I come to think of it, because that's like what would we give Joker in The Dark Knight?
I'm gonna need you to chaos.
Just kill the Batman.
No, but he had layers to him. Like he acted like he didn't, but no, Joker 100% had secret motivations behind his real motivations. Yeah.
Yeah, it was there. So
Yeah.
all right, I'd probably give him a 4. I'd probably give him a 4.
Yeah, I'll give him a 4 as well.
I'll give him a 4. All right, I won't give him a 4.5 only because like there was nothing else. He's like, I've already accomplished. It's kind of like what do you give a man who already has everything?
Yeah.
He's like, motherfuckers playing on my name because he saw the review on like people talking about Devil's Night.
Yeah.
And they were like treating him like, hey, a lot of people going out having fun on Devil's Night. And he's like,
yeah.
What? You know, like fuck that. We're gonna burn.
Exactly.
We're gonna burn this bitch to the ground.
Yeah.
So yeah, I give it a 4. The Drip.
The Drill is a 5 for me.
Brother looks like an SNK fucking fighting boss. Definitely a goddamn 5.
Yep.
He looks like Joker from Fire Force. Absolutely a 5.
Yep.
So yes, absolutely.
100%. Like
this is the quickest fucking 5 I can get.
Exactly. Everything from
His drip
the
was
long hair
immaculate.
don't care. The drip. The fucking his arsenal of swords. Yeah. No,
Yeah, immaculate. Just he had that shit on.
Yeah, exactly.
He had that shit. Swagger was
the way
there.
he presented himself, like
Yeah, he just like, come on.
Just all the confidence in the world.
All of it.
Yeah.
Swaggy as hell. And now the threat level. I still give it a 5.
I'm about to say it's got to be a 5
I got to be a 5.
because one, he can handle himself well.
Yeah. No, he was a bad bitch.
Yeah, and he has the entire city of Detroit at his beck and call.
Yep.
Fucking Candyman is his right hand man, so yeah, he's good to go. Like, yeah.
No one was like, everyone was afraid of him,
Yeah,
and the ones who weren't got fucked up.
yeah.
Like
everyone, with the exception of Gideon, because Gideon
just was like,
was
yo,
an idiot. Like,
yeah, Gideon was just like, yo, you don't scare me. Like, all right, bet.
Yeah, because think of how crazy T-Bird was. But the minute he was talking to him, he was like, "Yes, sir. No,
Yep,
sir."
exactly.
Yeah,
He rides the fuck up.
Yeah.
Same shit with fucking Skank. Skank was just cracked out.
Yeah, he was just cracked out. You know, he couldn't help him. So he just,
This motherfucker's cracked out. He got hit, didn't fucking fight back. That motherfucker took that punch. He's like, all right, I'll chill out.
Yeah.
Like, even the police was like, yeah, fuck it, it's whatever. Like,
yeah.
Like, what? But, yeah, obviously. That is fucking like a 4. That has got to be like a, 4.5 or damn near 4.9.
4.5, yeah, something like that. 4.8.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that he is getting in the dome. I kind of want to put him in VIP.
Oh yeah, no, he's a VIP.
Guaranteed, because he's just 100%. fucking. He's fucking great.
Yeah,
he's
amazing.
Great.
He's easily one of the greatest movie villains of the 90s.
Yeah, the only reason why he doesn't get a clean sweep is because incest. But because you know what, I was fine up until you fucking brought that up, and I'm like, oh.
And like you said, you're like, Jose, I'm sure glad you brought that up because I'd have found that on the show. You're like, I don't know if I could have recovered so quick.
Yep, I don't know if I would have fucking recovered. I think I'd have just took off my non-existent headphones and just kind of like,
just walk off.
Yeah, just logged off, show over. Like I don't want to watch this shit no more. I was like, incest? Who the fuck is he? No.
I'm like, well, Shag, if you paid attention to this scene, let me rewind it for you.
No, I'd knock all this shit over. But hey man, that's the show. That's all we got.
Yeah,
for you
thank
today.
you very much.
We will be back actually in a very short time as we're doing our 4th of July special. I know what you did last summer,
There you go.
so be prepared for that.
Ah, shit! I almost should have joked like, "What was that? What we do?" When you be like, "I know what you did last summer," I'm like, "What do we do?"
Oh, fuck you. Wait, what did we do? Not this.
No. Wait, what was our 4th of July movie last year?
Oh, fuck.
Not Independence Day.
We have
certainly
not done that.
We did.
We did something.
Do we even have a 4th of July movie last year?
I think we kind of did it like a week after.
While
we looked that up.
Why we looked that up? No, we didn't because we just went in. We just did Commando.
Okay. I mean, that still had explosions.
Yeah, big explosions.
Bennett.
Let on some steam, Bennett.
Well, folks, Jose, you got anything you want to say to the people?
No, just thank you once again for another wonderful episode of Cinema Villains.
Yep.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Yep.
And as always, you can find us where, Shag?
On the Twitters, because I'm not calling it X, at cinema_villains. You can also find us on Instagram with the same tag, same thing on Blue Sky or whatever the fuck, Threads. Wherever you decide to get your content, we're just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button here on YouTube. We appreciate you.
Yeah, give us a subscribe on YouTube. You know, let's get our numbers up. Thank you very much for
because the algorithm is beating our ass.
Yep.
So until next time, we will see you guys.
That's right, everyone. Now we bid you adieu. Please take care of yourselves. We love you. And now we bid you adieu.
Later.